Hello and welcome to another Racky's beer review. So today we're going back over to Wales. I've had some amazing beers from Wales. We had a fantastic trip there and it's a lovely place. Conwy Bay, wow. So we're going to Conwy Brewery, here we go, for their Riptide Black IPA. Proudly crafted in Wales, 4.6%, combining the, just get my magnifying glass. Combining the best of dark roasted malt flavours and the great citrus hoppy aromas of American IPA. Yeah, Black IPA is a weird one. Columbus, Cascade and Mosaic are the hops. Brewed in Wales by Conwy Brewery Limited in Conwy, LL29 8UE. I think that's 8UE, yeah. conwybrewery.co.uk. I think I had on cask one of their beers. We didn't do a lot of drinking in pubs, to be fair. I was driving, so there's not much point, but I do get the bottles, obviously. So here we go. So yeah, black IPAs, they're a funny breed because an IPA, one, you don't expect it to be black. So, so it looks like a stout with a tropical taste. Yep, it's bonkers. That's black IPAs for you. I'm not getting into all the an IPA is an India Pale Ale, but yeah, I'm not getting into it. I've done that video. So anyway, Riptide Black IPA. Loving the fact that we went to Wales, the happy drinkers, all of us together, friends, And in some ways, the internet these days, social media, I'm literally at that moment. I've got friends who've just gave up on social media, had enough of it, and yeah, not far away from just ditching all social media and going back to just having a quiet life. But I've got all these beers to review, so we'll do what we do. I think personally that I do a lot of good in the beer world. Try. But, you share opinions and then you get absolutely lambasted for it. And, maybe I just need to ignore people and think, yeah, I've got my opinion, you've got yours, sod it. But then other times I think to myself, I have no interest in dealing with these sort of people. I don't know. It's tough. I suppose, in some ways, and I see people who do social media, YouTube and all that, and they just ignore. And I think that's probably the best way. Yeah. So we'll see how we go. Yeah. Last few days, I think I've been feeling ill with this cold, and I've also been feeling down with anxiety, and I think both them things and idiot comments and that, and not being able to getting twatted by people just because you've got an opinion, and I think it's just got to me, and I think it's funny because it's not people who I regard as friends that bother me. It's more so other people. Although sometimes it's friends as well, supposed friends. Luckily, one's unfriended me, and that's great because that means then I knew what that person was all the way along. So anyway, a black pour with a little bit of a white head. I do apologise to Conwy Brewery. You don't want to listen to me going on. But in a pub setting, we drink beer and we chat. And that is always what my reviews are about. A little bit of me, a little bit of beer, and a nice chat in a nice setting. Albeit bloody cold at this time of the year, because it's November and it's cold. So no, lovely header. It looks a lovely beer. It's got a real musky aroma to it. Not tropical, musky. Now I'm getting the twangy tropical aroma. Beers are funny sometimes. That it's just the way they are. And obviously, I've got a cold. You may well notice that I'm not sounding quite as I normally sound. In the grand scheme of things. Oh, that's got a twang. Oh. I've got to be honest, Black IPA, they're a weird thing, From anybody looking from a certain perspective, it's like, yeah. But these days, there's so many different IPAs, pale ales, and all that other thing that aren't exactly pale and not Indian. That it's funny, and I get it. So, if you didn't know, with Conwy Brewery, they actually do craft beer as well in cans. Me and Andy, we shared one of their craft beers. Happy Drinker Handy. There is a review coming out as well. I've got multiple reviews. And I need to start ramping up and getting more reviews out there, because I've got a backlog of reviews now and just chucking them out there. If anybody watches them, all good. If they don't watch them, oh well, is what it is. I'll promote the breweries regardless, yeah, this could be an interesting winter. It's funny, going back to earlier, when you're at that moment, and in life we all have moments where we know that it's the end of a certain thing. Although I left gardening for 5 years and went back into it, I was never going to bother. I was not interested at all. I'd had 24 years of gardening left and then went back. So, it is what it is. And then I left being a wrestling fan. Killed me when they said it was fake. And I'm like, what? It's fake? I didn't know it was scripted. I didn't know it was fake. But, yeah. I think the beer world, and no disrespect to Conwy Brewery, it's more local, it's very, very much local aspects. And, a lot of some of these people are your Facebook friends. And it's like, do you know something? When I get on Facebook on my computer, I'm going to go through and I'm going to start knocking them off one by one. So literally 240 friends, and I'm going to look at them and think, are you really a friend or an acquaintance? And I won't unfriend them because I don't want to start wars, but certainly the acquaintance mode button is going to be hit quite a bit. Luckily, I've got quite a few friends as well, but yeah. Bloody hell, it's got some twang on the aroma. Ooh, quite the twangy aroma. It's got like a musky, tropical aroma. Very different to other black IPAs, but flavourful. Gotta be honest, I do like Conwy Brewery. I was hoping to go, but alas, I'm but one of a group of people, and our holiday is not all about me going from one brewery to the other. As sad as that sounds, yeah. Maybe I need to win the lottery and get a camper van, and then just go around travelling to breweries, chatting to the breweries before and say, can I park outside your brewery? Buy all their beers, review all their beers, and then move on to the next brewery. Oh, winner, winner. Hey, oh, that would be the life, wouldn't it? Yeah, my chance of winning the lottery these days, bloody hell. I mean, how long's the lottery been around? We've literally won nothing decent off the lottery. I mean, I think the highest we've won's about 800 quid, and that's it after all the years. So we're probably thousands lost, but hey ho. Just checking. So, gotta be honest, cracking beer from Conwy Brewery. Musky nose that goes into a tropical musky taste, and that lasted all the way through. A good twangy Black IPA. Would I drink it again? Absolutely yes. A good statement IPA, Black IPA. Very different from a lot of others, to be honest. Good 4.4 out of 5 for me. Conwy Brewery. Never met them. Cracking brewery though. Cheers.